the provider and a protector thing, right? They want providers, they want protectors. Men want to be providers, they want to be protectors. If you ain't 100% provider, you ain't a protector neither. If she gotta go out in this earth, drive, defend, get yelled at by another nigga, pay attention to somebody else's rules and all that, be subject to this world, your provider card is at a lower level than a man who pay 100%. Oh, y'all ain't think of it like that.
Yeah, that's definitely wild. Who going first?
You.
Yeah, so that's complete total bullshit. And we just stick to the stats. Like 25% of married households or partnerships is like one income households. So being at 75%, that means that of that 90% of the fucking men that are out here in relationships and married somehow aren't providers. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Protectors, bro.
No, they're not protect. No, monetary provision does not equal protection.
She always at work.
Okay, she had that work is not a threat unless that bitch is a police officer or she out here motherfucking wrangling wild monkeys and fucking lions. Wrangling wild monkeys and lions. Okay,
she a police officer. She gotta get her own gas. She gotta go to and fro from traffic.
Okay,
she
all right.
She a CNA. She wiping ass, being spit on by white old people.
So what makes her different?
Oh, she a trauma nurse.
What makes her different from the single women that go out here and do the same thing?
She's literally uncovered. That's the point.
Yeah, no. So no,
if you make the single woman argument, you're gonna have some trouble.
The point I was making is they're not in danger. They're not in danger because they're not in danger. What do we say? It might be 1,000 women that die per year per race or whatever. Like men die at 4 times the rate if we're talking about harm and whatever, right? So you as a man have 4 times the chance of losing your life through violence than a woman does. We're talking protection, brother.
Let me ask you a question. The woman that's out here by herself, right? She's uncovered by a man. Is she in more danger or less danger?
Without a man in her presence?
Yeah, let me ask you a question. The person who never leave the house, are they more likely to get killed?
No. So yeah, but by that logic, so by that poor fucking argument, okay, it should be like 80% of men and people dead per day. No, that don't work, brother. That don't correlate.
No, I'm not saying it's absolute. I'm saying that the mitigating factors when a woman don't gotta go out here and fend. We start talking about protection.
Fend or not, no. You're saying her just being out in the earth is dangerous, brother. That's what kills your own argument. Okay, so that way we all just need to stay in the house. Turn the motherfucking Wally.
No, I'm not saying avoid danger. I'm simply saying the protector aspect.
No.
She's less protected, is all I'm saying.
So that means, by that logic, she never needs to leave the house.
You ain't the only one that got man hands. First of all, let me just don't. You know what I mean?
She never needs to leave the house for any purpose. Everything should be done for her in the house. Since your premise is outside of the house, she's in danger.
Mr. Fantastic.
No recreation, no leisure. Everything you need to build her a fucking castle, okay? with turrets and guns and fucking 24-hour goddamn what you call this shit, bodyguards, brother.
With the moat, fantastic.
Yes, with the fucking.
Let me ask you a question. Your lady go on girls trips, huh?
Nah, I don't have one of those. But if I did, nah.
Why not?
Man, I know Mr. Fantastic. He better not.
Hey, why not?
What you mean?
Why not?
Because either she getting poked or she getting licked. I mean, what are we talking about here?
So you just don't want nobody to hit. It ain't for protection.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with protection. People fly everywhere, every day, everywhere, B. People take trips and shit every day, B.
Okay. Willie, what's up, man?
Perfect.
Yeah, my woman can't take girl trips either, but it's not because I'm worried about somebody running off in her. It's because I'm responsible for her. And if I don't have control over her, then I can't protect her. And I don't have that control because my presence isn't there when she's on a girl's trip. So I kind of agree with his point. And this is coming from a guy that says that the ultimate flex a man will ever have is removing his woman from the workforce. Because when your woman goes to work, she's asking somebody else permission to do shit. She gives her boss her best. Like that good attitude, all that good customer service and shit. She gives the best part of her day to somebody else that's not her man, and then comes home and gives her man the leftovers. So I can't say that I would think a man who doesn't protect and completely provide for his woman can be a protector or a provider, because he's a partial. So I kind of agree with you a little bit, and I agree with his points. I don't know how else to say it. Like, if a dude's not, most men can't afford to pay 100% of the bills anyway.
Well, let me just end off your argument with this.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that.
All I'm saying, Miss Fantastic, is she less protected, bro. It just is what it is.
That's a poor premise, brother. Because again, like I said, if you along with your provision are gonna make sure that everything she gets is in the home, then brother, you 10,000% correct. But unless you have a woman that's willing to stay within the castle or at the mansion that you fucking provided her, to where she never has to be a chance of danger outside of, Jesus himself coming down and taking her home, brother, you killed your own argument before we even started.
Hey, whenever it's snow up north, my wife just stay home. Fuck it.
Okay, cool.
You out there with that bum ass snow blower and all that. You got to do the windshield. She got to drive on a half shovel roadways and all that. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, and they survive, and most of the people that do it survive, man.
Or die.
Part of life. Well, no, of course it's always or die. You only got two choices.
Well, I mean, you left out the second part. I mean, I just want to.
Well, no, I'm saying, I mean, I don't. Well, we have to look and see as to how. Well, I think if I was a bed man, you know what I was saying.
I know you, Mr. When you start looking up like that,
I'm thinking. That's let you know. Think. So if I was a bed man, right? Especially if we talk in places like Chicago, where Chicago's a snow. They get snow and shit up there, right? If I was a bed man, and I know this because of my many years in the military, they told us people die the most in the summer years. I mean, in the summer months. Yeah. It's a fact. More people drowned. More people motherfucking somehow blow their motherfucking self up, grilling. Yeah. Motherfuckers want to do all this white boy shit. So, brother, that again, you helping me. Thanks, man. We tag team partners.
That is beloved. That's not what that did. All right, hold on.
In the snow, than in the motherfucking summer, brother.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying, yo, you not home, you sick. She got a shovel. She got to do all this other shit because she got to get to work. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. And again, work builds character. Okay, work builds character. Work lets me know that she values our union and she wants to contribute.
White boy shit is crazy.
That's what it is.
Niggas be shooting more during the summer too. So
canoeing, all that shit.
Shootouts.
Yeah,
there's a real correlation between high temperatures and violence.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yo, the longer the winter is, the colder the summer is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just ask anybody that's been deployed before that it's hot over there.
What you think, Taru?
This is a real dumb talking. Like is it guys, is it now demasculine to let your woman participate in society?
No.
Like we live in by the way, we live in America. Okay. This expensive ass country, ain't nobody doing this crap with one income. And besides the way, when you actually talk to, women who ain't all materialistic, providing and being protector goes way past finances.
Agreed.
Right? Like you provide comfort to her. You provide security to her. Does she feel safe around you? Right? Mm-hmm. We got to remember, bro, there's a lot of women around here who don't feel safe around the man they with. They don't even feel safe at home. You know what I mean? There's certain realities like that. Like she already got, especially like black women, she already got to have a thick shield going out into this world. Does she actually get to take that shield off and put it at the door? Or does she got to keep it on when she's in the house too?
Truth. I'm not negating what you're saying. I think that's the minority, but I know that is something having a conversation about. What I'm saying is this. If your woman got to go out in the earth and fend for you, herself, the kids, right? In these jobs, to your point, that are huge stressors. They change people's dispositions, right? she is less protected than a woman that does not have to do those things, mentally, emotionally, and physically. To your point.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Why?
Well,
maybe you should agree, but you don't like it. Maybe that.
You're saying protected, but what does that actually look like in real life? That a woman is what? Not allowed to do these things?
Nobody's saying that. Nobody said that at all.
Okay.
Y'all been
that's
making it
like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, yeah.
See, here's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's being a dictator. It's not even about that. It's saying, hey,
right.
I pay all the bills, so she doesn't have these stressors. She don't have to go out and fend in the earth. You see? So by proxy of that, mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? Because she kind of do as she pleases in terms of like the parameters of the household, you know? So like there's one thing that my wife highlighted that was like was a profound thing. Hold on. Let me get the last point off. You get the floor. They not doing that good.
Damn.
She loved the fact that anytime the school calls, she could go. You know how much solace she finds in that? Like if the kids are sick, if they need a blanket, she could go right to the school. She don't have to check out from somebody's job or nothing like that. So but I'm saying that the protections that Tarus lined out so eloquently are covered when you're 100% provided.
Right. Well, Hamp, that's the problem though. You wait, no, Tarus, before all of that, Hamp, you forgot about the problem. She can get divorced at any point. So that all that protection shit don't matter, right? Because based off of what
I don't know. That Willie was saying it.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you start, this is the issue with these talking points, is they at some point they just keep getting brought into what it is that you're saying, right? So now, no matter what you do, which is why I can't accept the premise of if you have a college education, it doesn't improve or increase the longevity. I can't accept the premise of, well, you're gonna get divorced either way. Because it always puts this negative or this undetermined thing that's not even completely measurable in the same sense. So no matter what you do, you can get divorced. So it don't matter whether or not you pay 50 or 100, you can get divorced. Everything is always.
Why are you folding that in?
Because that's how I'm telling you how they're thinking. I know why you're saying they're not doing too good, but they're thinking it don't matter. You can get divorced.
I wouldn't even talk about divorce.
So nothing matters because you can always get divorced. Nothing matters. I'm gonna tell you right now. When you're talking to red pill, manosphere, nothing matters because you can get divorced. 20-year plus marriage, you get divorced. 25-year marriage, you can get divorced. 30-year marriage, you can divorce. Guess what? You die and go to heaven, and you find a new bitch in heaven. You can get a divorce.
Can I please answer your question?
Yeah, we didn't even argue that though.
Like, Hamp, from that standpoint, if we're going to talk about like that sort of freedom and protection, then you have to also take into account the kind of women that want to go out there and work, right? Because right, like being, like you said, like your wife said, like being able to just go to the school if something happens, right? Also, what's also true, Hamp, is that you're in that position too, right? I'm in that position, right? Because like, I tell y'all all the time, PTSD, combat vet, permanent total, right? So what I look like having my wife be staying at home all day if I'm home all day. So if somebody needs an emergency, I can go out. You get what I mean? And she's the kind who also is more career oriented anyway. So for her, that might be what she wants to do.
Okay. Yeah. And again, right? When you're doing something at will, then it's not need based. It feels different, right? The stress factor on you is different. The emotional impact is different. At any point I can walk off. That's a different ball game. You ever see somebody when it's their last day on the job? You might as well just give them severance pay. Ain't no need for you to come in here, right? They don't give a fuck about nothing. So just imagine somebody's disposition because you brought up physical, mental, and emotional protection. And that's what that provides when you're doing something at will, as opposed to a need. And now you got the stressors of what bill's gonna pay if I do or don't come to work that day. So that I'm just articulating. And again, it's not. Sorry, go ahead.
What do you think about that? Say, like, what would your answer be post? Would your answer still be the same, like, say, 1950s, 1960s?
What you mean?
Like men are providers?
Like when they were providers? Sorry, I'm misunderstanding.
Like, for our talking point.
Okay.
would you still agree with it to like today, like you would in 1950, or is there more nuance to it now? Do you think that men have to be sole providers?
No, I'm not arguing that. I'm saying the men that provide 100%, his lady, right, is more protected in all the ways that you named because she doesn't have to do the thing. She don't have to go out if it's treacherous weather, right? She doesn't have the stressors of somebody else lording over her at work, right? She can take a lot of that energy and it could be harnessed for you. And like what Willie was saying, you know.
And where are you? Hold on. And where are you while she's in the house? Where are you while she's in the house?
Working.
Oh.
So you don't think there's a difference whether it's based on need or whether we got
it's a big difference. Hell yeah.
Okay,
when she could do it because she want to, not because she have to,
right,
that's a different impact.
Gotcha.
So she's at home, huh? Living a good life while you're out working hard for the family. And that seems like a lot of opportunity for a lot of mischief, man. Not you personally, of course, but just, hey, Tom Brady,
okay, fine.
I mean,
fine. It doesn't mean that she's not more protected. So now she got two niggas protecting her, I guess.
Again, protecting her insides. And again, as I said.
No, see, but this is the thing. Y'all not refuting what I'm saying. You just added.
I am, but we refuted it. It makes no sense because the whole protection premise is flawed from the jump. The protection premise is flawed. Unless you're going to keep the woman in the house at all times, any shape, form, fashion.
Bro, so this is what it is though, right? She don't gotta go shopping. If she don't want to go shopping, she don't have to go do these things.
This might be risky. Okay,
that's why your life is beautiful, like you like the state, because you do the shit you want to do when you want to do it.
Exactly. Again, and I'm also a BABG. I'm protected wherever I go, and I'm never lonely. If you know, you already know.
Stress factor.
Yeah, the stress is another thing, but we talking about protection, brother.
That's a
danger and protection. No. Protector. You again, when you try to bring provision and protection together, those things are not. They're not directly correlated. They're not directly linked. You can be the poorest mother. Hey, you finna go. Hold on. Let me destroy your premise even further. If you see a random motherfucking homeless man, okay, he's yelling profanities and shit in the street, are you gonna fight that man?
What street? My street?
Any street.
Yes, if it's my street, I'm gonna check him for sure.
Okay, well, random street then. You walking down the random street.
There was a white man on my block, and I'm like, "Why are you here?" There's no white.
I got you, but a random motherfucking man is yelling fucking profanities. Nobody's there, and he's talking to somebody. That's the most protected motherfucker in the world because he a crazy homeless motherfucker with nothing to lose, and nobody's gonna fuck with him.
I think what's happening here is he defines protection as protection from danger. You're including stresses at work, the drama.
No, this nigga, no, Willie, this nigga tried to fix it. And the first thing was dangers in the earth. He said, "Oh, this."
I think that he included that.
Added in the context once he started motherfucking.
But to his point, though, a woman is more protected if her man has the ability to protect, provide for her. Because he protects her from all of those things of her having to go provide and contribute to the household financially. So she is more protected. I don't believe that anybody will ever be 100% protected in its totality. Because like you said, if she has to leave the house, you're twice as likely to leave the house and get struck by lightning leaving the house than you are sitting inside it, to your point. So I hear you. But a man who can take his woman out of the workforce definitely protects her more than a man that can't.
Yeah, and the thing is, right, literally, even in the chat, people are like just conflating a whole bunch of ideas they having in their head. I'm saying strictly, she's protected to all these facets, right? Because she does not have to do these things. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying when we talk about protection.
And to emphasize it, you're saying there's a difference between needing to stay at home versus I get to stay at home or I could go out there and get it. Right?
Yeah,
the option, right?
Yeah, the option. The option is the thing, right? And she does not have to do these things hella high water. I see a motherfucker, I seen this on Instagram, but they said John went to work. John was terminally ill with cancer. John died. They had a cake for John, and Jim was in his position the next day. I don't give a fuck about you at work.
I've had this almost exact conversation a time or two.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what. So why the hell would I do that? Why would I?
That's not the point, brother.
It is. It is the point because I think a part of a woman's protection is her devotion to her marriage. Don't you agree?
Yes.
All right then. So she needs something to stay fucking occupied. Then all of this free time and leisure.
You want to know why? Because he can get fucked on and you're gonna get a divorce.
Bro, what you think, man?
The wives who have 100% providers are safer, but nobody can protect somebody from 100% danger unless you like put her in your pocket. But then again, people could just do you too, right? So they have people that get caught up with the dude. So it's like you're not invincible. So protection always gonna have some type of clause in it, but it's unrealistic to think that all men are going to be 100% providers. This is not how the world works.
Yeah, 100%. Nor did I say that.
Mr. Fantastic don't work, but he trying to send a woman to work, and he's just ridiculous. But we know he never getting married, even though he lied the other show.
I never said I was. It's impossible.
Even though you don't work no more?
That was the ultimate
What's the
thing.
possibility of pigs flying?
Right
This your hobby.
I'm working from home. It's work.
Nobody care that you get paid for your hobby.
I wouldn't call it that, but it's work.
Wait, so it doesn't count
All
because
taxes on that thing. It's work, man.
It doesn't count because he enjoys doing it.
Yeah, it's work.
Make that
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. So what if a woman?
I hate that argument.
Y'all digging yourselves in the grave. So if women do shit that they like, right? And they just make money from it. It's not work. Y'all wouldn't look at it like, oh, that's just a hobby.
Sex work is work. Listen, they said sex workers is work. Sex work is work.
OnlyFans models and all this.
There, right? Y'all feel wholeheartedly. Y'all support
it. 1099. She getting paid for it. It's work.
So you agree with it? That's all I need to know. Bet.
I don't agree. I agree with it being work. I don't agree with the choice of work or the line of work, but I agree with that it's work.
Oh yeah,
you look at plumbers. Do you look at plumbers first? Why? This is a job. Why? It's just a job.
Well, a plumber, even though you might see a plumber's ass, that's unintentional.
Wait, hold on. It's a job. They making money for the economy. They paying tax. Why are you looking down on them? It's a job. Yeah, well, it's blue collar. If anything, it ain't white.
Yeah, because it's
you know what? New stance. Sex work is blue collar work.
We don't look down on them. We only do legality.
Sex work is blue collar work. That ain't new.
Listen, I just said, listen.
Wait, then don't look down on the blue collar workers.
It's still immoral. Some blue collar workers.
We need to uplift the blue collar workers.
If you look at any of my
that ain't white collar work, my boy.
I'm an avid supporter of
white collar and probably white some other places.
I know you seen plumbers. I know you seen pizza delivery. They all part of the work.
Yeah, it's crazy, Willie. They ain't do this much derailing for the other ones.
Listen,
maybe I should have replied slower. Maybe they were.
It's usually like the point that he's making. I'm not used to seeing a man make in these conversations, but I do appreciate that he can articulate it at least. But to say that sex work is even in this realm of what we're talking about, as if any of us would sex work. My bad.
No,
no. You good. You good.
If any of us would date one of those women long term, protect and provide for any of them. Like it's just that's probably
if they bad enough, one of y'all niggas is going. It's okay though.
I don't think any of us up here would go for that.
No, Willie, but when we put us men as a collective, somebody's doing it.
Well, yeah, the women, of course. Yeah,
that's what he's saying, but that's where he's right though, Willie. Niggas say they would never marry the girl in a strip club because you can't, nigga. If you could get her out of there and she would go home with you and whatever, niggas definitely would. The bad bitch in the motherfucker
working hard.
Move her out of that city to a whole nother city where nobody knows that she's popping that pussy on a pole and live happy, live after, brother.
Until proven otherwise, I assume every man on this panel is like in the upper, percentage of men that also has the same type of access to women that women would have to men. So I would say that's why I say none of y'all would. But for an average nigga, no issue there. No arguing on that part, big dog.
Okay, so we agree that men are not providers in the sense that Hamp was trying to, get us all.
No, we don't agree. We agree that Hamp's premise is flawed, and no, you cannot sandwich together provision and protection into where even Sherelle, the one woman on the panel, said the shit don't work that way. It's unrealistic. So if your premise is unrealistic,
no, she did say it. She did say women that are 100% provided for are safer.
Yeah, she also said it's unrealistic because we know
I never argued that.
Realism has to be in the fucking argument.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Y'all start talking about single father-led homes have the same results as dual parent families, and it's 10 niggas out of 60 million. Come on, man.
Oh, he ain't got a point.
Unrealistic. Come on, man.
What?
They said, white men and black women have great marriages. Well, it's 6 of them motherfuckers.
And that's no longer accurate. That's a false stat. But
see what I mean? Come on,
either way.
Hater. Oh my
I'm not a hater.
Willie worse than me. At least I do this. He did this to try to hide his laugh.
He don't even try. He be
Our brother be like, "Hey, close your eyes during the sex scene." I'll be like,
listen, man.
When I was a kid,
I respect you guys. I like all of y'all, man. So I'm just
saying, Willie. Next time, go here.
Because I laugh with my face, like my whole face, and for me to be no poker face on these panels, because whatever I'm thinking, you're gonna see it. So I got to put on like a whole fucking mask, or you can know I'm not laughing or cut my camera off, and that's weird.
That's funny as hell, though. Funny, yeah, Mr. Pat. I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm just saying what the truth of the matter is. Now, if we talk about what's likely for people, I think if we talk about protection itself. How many men in our current circumstances are actually protecting that woman in all ways?
But then again, now you destroy the ecosystem in society by taking all of the women out of the fucking workforce.
I'm not trying to take. I'm saying remove that premise. I'm saying my premise is damn near airtight. I'm saying let's bring it back to reality.
Definitely not.
Well, let's bring it back to reality. In our current situations and circumstances. How many men, what percentage of men are protecting their women?
I'll say 85%, right? Because only like 15% of the men or a small percentage of the men are going to be to where you have a woman who's the breadwinner and just pussy, right? They're unable or they're not enough.
Wait a fucking minute.
What?
I know you did not just say breadwinner and then say I tried to package provision and protection together. I know you ain't start with that just now.
Well, no. That was you did package it together.
I know, and so did you just now. When I asked you about reality, you said most women are breadwinners. So hold on. Most women aren't breadwinners, right? But you already started talking about money when you admonished me for.
I have to talk about money because that's the argument. Your CTE kicking in right now.
No, you're making I'm saying I asked you where we are today. How many men protect their women? That's all I said.
Yeah, but the part of the money is a part of the necessity of the women being in societies. When we bring it back to real life, who are the majority of the nurses, Hamp? You finna get out here and wipe some ass? You finna get out here and take some blood?
No.
All right. Who are the majority of daycare centers? Daycare is every woman.
The money does matter to protection.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the money is not just an individualistic thing. It's a societal. So the women have been integrated into, after you put the women in the system, you can't take them out. You can't reverse it. So you're judging men on a system that's been created that's now dependent upon the woman working. So now you're telling a man, oh, you can't take your woman out of the workforce. Well, nigga, we need them on the workforce. I'm not gonna go wipe no ass.
Okay, beloved, this is what I'm saying. Just make your argument, right? I know that money matters when it comes to provision protection. You admonished me initially. You now have to include money because that's the ecosystem. Okay. So now, what percentage of men are actual protectors of their women in all ways?
85%.